Hello, and welcome back to Finding Megita Jones. We are looking at my 2024 new budget bullet journal. So yeah, this is the setup video, and I'm gonna be showing you the process that I did to set it up. So yeah, stay tuned. Welcome back. As I said, we're going to be setting up the 2024 bullet journal, and we are going to be using a couple of different supplies. First of all, I want to show you my inspiration. The other thing I want to show you is the inspiration I'm using for this bullet journal for just the overall setup and layout. I picked this card because my word of the year is simplicity. This year I want to declutter. I wanted to simplify my finances, my life. I want to make everything simpler, run smoother, not so complicated. So this kind of spoke to me in terms of simplicity. The colors are very mild and mellow, but they're also, I love the contrast between this tan right here and all these blues and this gray. So this is the inspiration for my bullet journal setup. You'll be seeing how I'll be incorporating these colors into my bullet journal, and we'll see where it goes. So with all that being said, I'm going to show you the supplies I'm going to be using. I have some ink pads here, and I have a bunch of pens here that I'm going to be using. I don't know if I'm going to be using all these, but I pulled all the colors that corresponded with that card, and my brushes here. And I'm going to be using, I moved the camera, can't move the camera. Okay, so I've made a couple stencils here. You'll see what these are going to be used for in a moment. And I'm going to be using these letter stencils for my layout. Okay, so there we go. So without further ado, I'm going to show you my new bullet journal. Okay, hold on, where is she? Whew. So here she is, guys. This is my new bullet journal. This is from Scribbles That Matter. And this is a little bit more, this is upgraded from what I had before. The paper is thicker. The quality of the paper is thicker. It comes in this amazing box. And this is the color I chose. I chose purple with a blue band. I love it. I love it. I love it. And it has this embossing on it that is just amazing. I got this on Amazon. I will link it below. I think it's like $24, maybe a little bit more, but I think it's worth it. I think it's well worth it. So it's got this band on here. It comes with this really cool pen that writes really well. I did a where is it? I did a pen test back here, and I did test some other stuff. And I bought some alcohol ink markers, and they do bleed through, so I won't be using those directly into my journal. But oh, where was it? It came with a guide, which I've misplaced. And oh, wait a minute. Here it is. It's the grid spacing thing. It was in there the whole time. So if you look at it, it gives you a horizontal right here. So it starts right here and right here. And then it gives you a vertical spacing right here and right here. So it tells you what colors correspond. So if you want to divide your page up into twos, you follow the hot pink right here, or fours, it's the lime green, and so on and so forth. So they have it both vertical and horizontal, which is great because if you ever watch bullet journaling videos, a lot of people end up making this type of grid on their own, and they just give it to you. So which is, I love it. So yeah, there you go. So this is what we're going to be working in. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. So let's do it. Okay, welcome back. So this is the completed bullet journal. As you saw, it was a little bit of a feat. There's some things that I'm not happy with, but overall, I'm happy with the layout. And as you remember, this was our inspiration. This is our color palette and our inspiration, and I used these colors. I think the only one I didn't use is a gray, but I think I used all the versions of these colors. So if we go into our journal, we're going to go to the first page. We have our clouds here that I think turned out really great, with our balloons and 2024. And my word of the year is simplicity. I'm trying to make my life more simple, more manageable, not so complicated, and that includes a lot of things like decluttering, eating better, just, simplicity. And because I use this as inspiration, I kind of use the clouds, and I like the buildings here, so I kind of added my own version of the buildings. And I think the inspiration looks, color-wise, I think it's pretty dead on. Yeah, so I was very happy with this, and I love these color cards, so there you go. Next page, so this is my intro page. The next page is my vision. It's kind of like my vision board. So these are just financial goals. And I didn't write them out here, but I will be writing them out here. I'm going to put 5 major goals here, but I have a couple more here that kind of all tie into each other. So I want to be consistent on social media. Now, I know that's not really a financial goal, but it all ties together, with, Etsy and YouTube getting monetized and stuff like that. So I put that on here so that I would remind myself that some of these other goals, especially this one, $500 a month on Etsy sales. That's a very ambitious goal for me, but we'll see. I noticed that I just put $10 in the 3 to 6 months of living expenses. So I put a little K there. You probably can't see it, but $10,000 in 3 to 6 months of living expenses. So that's what I'm hoping to do this year. That's pretty ambitious for me as well. I want to read 5 financial or productivity books. If you saw my Christmas, 12 Days of Christmas, one of the books that I was reading was A Simple Path to Wealth. That is an amazing book, and if you all haven't read it, I highly recommend you reading it. It was the one book that I read on investing that made sense to me. It was simple. He has an amazing approach, and he has a lot of people who now follow his approach. I mean, it's pretty basic approach, but he has a good reasoning of why it works. But this is not about the book. Let's move on. Okay, Some Path to Wealth. You should check it out. It's a great book. 4 to 6 no-spend months. Now, this is also very ambitious, but we're going to shoot for that. 4 to 6 no-spend months. I had this as a goal last year, but we didn't really accomplish that, so we're going to try it again. I want to put $5K into my house fund. So that's going to include finishing up the $100 challenge. I want to take 3 to 4 trips this year. I also had this as a goal last year, and I think I accomplished this. I went on vacation in July. I went somewhere to September, and I went somewhere in December. So I did take 3 trips this year. So yeah. Okay. And I want to eat. Now, this is a big one for me, and all these are big ones, but I want to eat at home 4 to 5 days a week. So that means cooking from home, meal planning, and all this other stuff. So I'm going to write out the big 5 goals, which is the 5K, 10K, the no spins, the Etsy, the eat from home, and the financial books. I'm going to kind of write those out over here, my 5 big goals. But yeah, that's my kind of like my little vision board. I want to keep it simple in relation to the year, the word of the year, simplicity. So I didn't really do a lot of illustrations, a lot of cutting and pasting from Pinterest. I just kept it simple. Icons kind of speak to me lately. So this is my goal page. I will be writing these out in more long form here, but there you go. Okay, so this is just a calendar, and I've, this one, the camera cut off so you guys didn't see what I did here, but basically this is a calendar, and I didn't have enough room to put the day of the weeks here, but I know it starts on Sunday, and then Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So I know it starts on Sunday, so I am good with this, and actually I'd messed it up a couple times, so I had to go back and fix this, but this is just a reference calendar. I had it differently in my previous bullet journal. And actually, if I'll show you what my previous bullet journal looked like. So in my previous bullet journal right here, I had it, this was more of a future log written out this way. So I had the different days of the month, the months of the year right here in these different pages right here. And I thought this was cute, but it was a little labor intensive and I didn't really use it all that much. So this, I have the calendar right here. I have the important dates of each month right here. I'm going to be putting my annuals, like when the annuals are due. Like you see my annuals binder that I stuff it. So I'm going to be putting, Amazon Prime is due in January. I'm not going to put Valentine's Day because that's if it's a birthday, I will put it down here. But I think this is going to be enough space for me to capture all the major things that I need to capture. Hopefully. If not, I can put it on a monthly. If something new comes up, I can put it on as I go through the months. But basically, that's it. And I have to go ahead and finish filling out all dotting the little holidays. And I will also create another dot for birthdays as well. So a different color dot for birthdays. So there you go. And this page, I'm not happy with this page. In future, I'm going to update this page and I'm going to show you what it looks like in when I do another month. But this did not turn out like I envisioned, so we're going to be fixing this anyway. But basically this page is supposed to represent, and I kept it so you guys know, I just wanted a tracker of each month how much I earned, a total number of how much I earned for that month, including Etsy fees, any money people gave me, bonuses, whatever. A total earned, a total spent, and a total saved, negative or minus. So this is the only one that would probably meant negative or minus, plus or minus. But these two, just kind of keep it totally, kind of see if I can see any trends throughout the month on one page. And that's what I have this. That's what I have this for. Now over here in this book, hold on. Let me hold on. So in this book, I had the same thing, except it was on 2 pages and it was a little bit cumbersome. I like it on 1 page. I had, 2022 versus 2023. And I had investments on here, but I've taken out the investments. So I just kind of rejiggered this whole thing and put it into a different format in my new journal. So there you go. So net worth 2023, I'm going to fill in this number versus 2024. So this includes my 401k, my HSA balance, my Roth balance, my M1 account, any cash that I have on hand in my high priority binders. I'm not going to include my low priority. I'm just going to include my high priority savings, because that's pretty much what I have my 3 to 6 months. My emergency funds, healthcare, things that are going to stay there for a little bit longer than a couple months. And then I'm going to have the total here. And I usually don't include cash into my net worth, but I did this year. I might take this out because really these are the things, I mean, yes, it's part of my net worth, but these are the things I'm really looking at in terms of retirement, like what I have for retirement. And yes, I'm including cash in here because it has my 36 months. So maybe what I might just do is put my 3 to 6 months here, because I don't plan to spend that unless there's a real emergency. So in cash, I think that I'm going to call that the 3 to 6 months. And this will be a more accurate picture for my viewing of what my net worth is. So, and we're going to compare to 2024. I always like looking at the increases between 2023 and 2024, so that's why I kept this page. Then we have our charts. Okay, so in this book, let me show you what those look like. Let's see. Let's see. In this book, we have our investments. So I really didn't fill it out all that much, but then I went back and I started filling it out more. This HSA, I'm gonna try to be more diligent with filling this out because I really do like the way these charts look. You can see the ups and the highs and the lows of my investments. I really don't change my investments that much. So this is my HSA, my taxable account. We have the 401k, my Roth account. And I have it on multiple pages. I just consolidated them into less pages. So that's what we've done here. We just changed the format a little bit. So we still have my 401k, my HSA, and the starting balance is where it ended off this year. So roughly, and I rounded it down or up depending on, so roughly where it ended off this year is where I'm starting this year. We're going to see whether it goes up or down. We're going to see how it goes. The max contribution for my HSA, because I'm over 50, is $5,150. I have to write that down more permanently. I'm going to put the contribution that what I contributed in the match that my company contributes. HSA is my contribution. I don't usually get a my company. I usually try to make sure I can I can't speak. I contribute the maximum amount. So I try to avoid my company giving me free money. I know that sounds counterintuitive, but the problem with an HSA is if you go over the contribution amount, you have to pay taxes for it. So I'd rather just put in the money myself than put in some money, go over the amount, and then my company adds more money and I'm not aware, and then I end up paying taxes for it. I don't want to do that. So I just said, you know what? I'm just going to have them take this X amount of money out of my account so I can meet the total and there would be no going over these. So yeah, normally I would not leave money on the table, but there's different initiatives that my company does throughout the year where they say, oh, we'll put X amount of money in your HSA if you do this. Some of them I participate in, some of them I don't. Some of them I don't even know when it will hit or when it won't. So I'm just opting out of all those little things. So the next one is the Roth, and the max contribution for me since I'm over 50 is $8,150. Ooh, this one comes out of my paycheck. So this one comes out of my take-home pay. When I say paycheck, my take-home pay. This one is post-tax because it's a Roth 401k. This one is pre-tax because it's an HSA, and that's the beauty of an HSA. This one is a Roth, so it comes out after it's been taxed, so it's coming out of my paycheck. And so the amount of money that I was putting in last year is going to increase because I'm so close to retirement. I'm putting the maximum amount of money I can, and because I started out late with saving for retirement, I'm trying to bulk up my retirement as much as I can. So we're going to try to make this $8,150 contribution into my Roth. It's going to hurt. Oh God, it's going to hurt. But anyway, we can do it. So M1, this is going to be built up by my 100 envelope challenge and any extra money I want to throw at it. I usually throw $40 a month. That's $10 every week into this just to keep the trading going, just call it dollar cost averaging into this account. This is a taxable account. This is post-tax dollars, so this has grown quite a bit, and so it's now at 8,000 something. So it should be interesting to see how this grows during the year. So I'm going to put my contribution is what I'm tracking, and any dividends I get. So I know I don't get dividends every month. So whenever I get a dividend, I'm going to put it on the appropriate month. And I'm going to track it by month: January, February, March, April, May. So you're going to put a little grid down here, but these are the things I'm going to be tracking. Now this is my cash. I didn't want to track any of this. Obviously I didn't want to track it the same way I'm tracking this. I just want to make it a little bit more fun. So my goal for cash is $20,000. These dots, there's 263 dots here, which this one is 264. Each dot is going to be worth $75. So I'm just going to color in the dots with one of these dot markers. And yeah, So that should be a little cool thing to color in. And this is going to be representing basically my 3 to 6 months. So I want to add another $20,000 to my 3 to 6 months. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that this year, but I'm shooting for the stars. We're going to go for the big numbers and see how far we get and how ambitious I can be. So that's what we're doing. You know, they say, you know, make big bold goals, and if you don't reach them, you're farther than you would have been before. So that's what we're doing. Okay. So I had something like this in my last journal, and I'll show you what that looks like. So let's see. Okay, so I had this kind of grid right here, and it was a little bit too complicated. I just want to know how many points I'm accumulating over the months. So I will just, you know, I wrote down here that what my current point balance is, and every time I increase, I'll just like make a notation of what month it was and like see how far it gets up to that little dot here. I haven't crossed off the amount of increments. I haven't really counted these, but I just thought this was a cute way to track it. So I will figure out how many increments each of these are. I know I should have figured this out before, but I just started putting cute things on the page, and this is what I ended up with. So there you go. So challenges, and this is just to track what savings challenges I'm doing, what the amounts is, when did I start, when did I end it, and what the total is down at the bottom. That's basically what this page is. Etsy stats, we're going to be tracking sales. We're going to be tracking, what was it? Sales. Oh, there was something else I was supposed to track. Sales, income, and there was something else. I know there's something else I want to track on here, but I will write it down here and I will show you my next bullet journal video. But anyway, this is just to track Etsy stats, just high level Etsy stats. Okay, so the next one is a goal tracker, and I haven't pretty much made a decision on how I want to track my goals. I think it's just going to be just a grid here, and I'm going to put different matrices on different sizes. So with my Roth, I'm going to, not my Roth, but let me go back to my goals here. So I had read 5 financial books. So maybe I'll put, read financial books, and I'll put 5 boxes here. And then I got to figure out a way to track social media with 4 to 6 no spins. So every time I do a no spin, I'll put it in like 6 boxes here. Yeah, so I think I'm going to do something like that. But I'm not quite sure how I'm going to do it. So that's why this page is blank. Wins is just an open page. I can put little notations of when something great has happened and notate the month. So that is what this is for. And I've also left 2 pages so where I can expand in case I want to add some more information, more trackers. So that is where I am thus far. I'm trying to keep this, we're trying to keep this simple. Hopefully I've achieved that. So I will have fun going back and putting in the information that I need to put in for each, this page is so ugly, for each of the pages, and I will have fun tracking them. I think on these empty pages back here, I'm going to put in I got this from Organized Money, and I think it's a great idea. I'm going to put in a budget routine. I'm going to put in daily, weekly, monthly, and every daily, weekly, monthly, quarterly, and every year. And I will show you that page as I update the pages. I will show you them when I do bullet journal, or when I'm doing my budgeting, if I've updated the pages, I will come back and show you what the update has been. So that's basically my setup for 2024. It's a little incomplete because I'm still thinking through some things, but this is the basic setup. And I love the clouds. Basically, sky's the limits for 2024. And kind of reaching your goals, and don't put any limits on yourself. And yeah, so there you go. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed the process. I'm sorry this video is so long, and you can see that I'm kind of went around back and forth through a couple pages, but overall I like the way this layout turned out. I like looking at it. It makes me happy when I look at it. So yeah, so that's what we're doing in 2024. I hope you enjoyed this video. I know I promised it last week, and I don't know if you heard my voice. I got sick last week, so I had to take a break, and I didn't upload a Friday video. I was supposed to upload this Friday, and I hadn't finished editing it, and I'm just like, I'm tired, I'm sick, I can't breathe, I got a headache, and I just want to sleep. So that's what happened with this and uploading video. But I'm feeling much better now. I don't sound better, but I feel better. So yeah, there you go. So I hope you all are having a great, hope you all have a great rest of the week. I'm not going to stop saying Happy New Year in 2024 because people start looking at you like, girl, we're over that. So, so I hope you all are having a great rest of the week, and I will talk to you in the next one. Take care.